and wall. Instead, I think we are looking for other structure system. So this is the another alternative system to just as an engineer we could consider. The other one is maybe you could just add a truss in the middle, outrigger system. You could just do some same study. But you know what? I think what we didn't do yet is we haven't designed the bracing, right? So similar to the column, I think what did we do? Oh yeah, we assigned the auto brace auto selection members. So we have to choose object brace, and I have to assign to steel frame design module. I'm gonna pre-select previous select. I'm gonna run design. This time is only just bracing. But I think we need to design the column, especially the column that engage with the bracing. Because previously we designed all the column on a based on only just gravity force. Even though we include load, wind loads, none of columns gonna take any forces from wind load. Now, since we tie and form the truss brace frame, those a column on each grid A and G is also lateral system. They'll take some wind load. So obviously, you saw that axial forces of compression and tension. Those forces will be added in the load combination, especially from the wind. So those column on grid line A and G has to be resized, redesigned, because previously those columns are only designed for the gravitative force. Wait a minute, did I select all members? Oh, one. Very good. Okay, I'm gonna reiterate. So, do you have any other questions, or I think it's pretty similar pattern, right? Since we are using auto select features. I'm not sure other software has similar features, but this is the listed features.
Can you really quickly go over the outrigger and belt truss again? I'm still confused on how to render that.
Okay, so basically you understand for this wall is cantilever, right? we have a support at the bottom. Truss, the brace frame, I think it's just steel, we are using steel, but this also truss. But those are support at the bottom. It's create some cantilevers too. So, but once we use a diaphragm and at each floor, those this entire frame, entire the building is actually work together, especially the wind. It actually their tie and just resist the wind load as a one. So just going back to the actual force, you can see that actual force on the brace frame. So compression tension, that is coupled, should be coupled, right? So this is kind of much is something very simple mechanics. So now brace frame, maybe I can go back to this. Hold on. This is 4 or 5 story. Which one I have to choose? I can delete here. Instead of this is outrigger and belt truss. So here I'm gonna delete this bracing, and then since we need only some stiffness in y directions, because we have some wall as a backbone, we have a very nice lining grid at the grid line C and E. So the column, the grid line C and E can tie to the wall like that, like that, like that. And typically 40-story building may or may not depend on, but 40-story I'm expecting some truss at the top, maybe because typically at the top floor, as a designer, we try to place that mechanical room because there we need some mechanical equipments and a water tank sometimes likely. So otherwise, maybe those are all commercial office building. If you provide some truss in the middle, obviously you don't want to see that we're bracing in your commercial office area, right? So this case, maybe we could try outrigger at the maybe top floor rather than intermediate floor. So we have some column, right? But we're gonna have some truss. This is outrigger. So we're gonna provide also belt truss, like around all the perimeter, tie all the column. So this is outrigger truss with the tie with all this the belt truss, which tie all the column. So that actually kind of work like a skip hole effect. So let's simply draw at outrigger truss on grid line C and E. This is C. Since we have an interior column, I may have to draw. Okay, and choose a bracing element, auto select the pin. How about just now? Okay, I'm draw because I just said typical top floors need a lot of mechanical equipment. So likely story height likely a double or even much higher than just typical office floor. I assume we have a mechanical floor, maybe double story. So I just drew that truss. There are many truss we could draw. Maybe we can draw something like I think for now. I think this is now because we have interior column. So I think this is representing some truss. I'm gonna draw truss E. Brace frame and okay. And also the parameters. Eventually, I need to divide it. Once we create the truss, in order to create the truss, we have to kind of also assign heavy members on chords members, right? So this one, I'm gonna just assign also as a brace. I'll assign the relatively heavy members here. And there, the location. And I'm gonna choose let me see okay, for example, for simple, I'm gonna just use make sure I choose click the correctly. Okay. And set G.